Well, how are we doing, everyone? I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm just in my kitchen doing some cooking this morning, so I just thought I'll just record myself and have a chat with you lot while I'm doing my cooking. Currently making some sweet potato fritters. I tend to use them a bit like bread. I like them at breakfast or lunchtime. They're really good hot or cold. It's literally just like grated sweet potato, cheese and an egg. I have started also now adding onion and garlic, and then salt and pepper, a bit of chili flakes, whatever other herbs or seasonings you want. Chuck in an egg or two, and they come out delicious. And also, I'll show you what's cooking in my pot at the minute. A very tasty duck curry. Oh yes, that is dinner for tonight. I cannot wait. I roasted a whole duck on Sunday, and just absolutely love duck. Duck is amazing. So yeah, roasted up the duck, and then I've just been eating duck all week. So it's been a good week in my home. And it's something that always baffles me, especially when I speak to other single people. They're always like, "Oh, I can't be bothered to do a roast on a Sunday. No point. It's just me." What a load of bullshit! I'm like, just cook yourself a chicken or a duck or whatever big hunk of meat you want, and then you've got meat for the week. And I'm like, why would you not do that? And the same with the vegetables and stuff. You just make extra, and then it's like bubble and squeak, amazing. So yeah, I just sort of think I think people come up with a lot of bullshit excuses not to live really good lives of eating nice roast meats on a Sunday. The other thing, while I'm having a little a little dig at people that I've been getting a little bit annoyed about, is this time of year we're in winter, and then you get everyone, well, maybe not everyone, but a large majority of people start banging on about having SAD. They have seasonal affective disorder. What a load of shite that is. Seriously, if you're somebody that gets affected by the weather, if you allow your mood and emotions to be affected by the weather, I seriously think you are a very weak-willed human being. Now, I know that might piss some people off, but it's the internet. You're allowed to say whatever you like. And yeah, these are just my opinions. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. Maybe seasonal affective disorder is a legitimate medical condition, but I think it is complete bullshit. Obviously, there is less sunshine, so if you're feeling like your mood has dipped a bit, take some action, take some vitamin D, go out for a walk on a sunny day, even if it's a little chilly, But I just feel this isn't even a winter thing. People, even if it's summer and it's raining, people just start moaning about it raining and they get all miserable. It just doesn't compute in my mind. I really just, it doesn't compute in my mind, and I just sort of think, are people really that weak that they're gonna let the weather affect their whole life? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But then, I lived a different kind of life when I was younger. I spent a considerable amount of time in children's hospital. I had extensive surgeries, and it wasn't just what was, happening to me. It was the ward that I was on was next to the children's cancer ward. I regularly saw children that would be lucky if they made it to their 10th birthday. That little child right now wouldn't be out here complaining about it being raining. They'd be like, hey, let me get my wellies on so I can go splash in puddles and enjoy the rain and go out for a nice walk, And I just think sometimes people need to just get some fucking perspective on their lives. Seriously, get some perspective. If you're somebody that has got SAD, get some perspective. That's all you need. Take a vitamin D supplement and a big dose of perspective. Because you haven't got SAD, you've just got a poor mental attitude. There you go. Boom. That's my opinion on that. Anyway, this big bowl of fritters is coming on good. So yeah, I don't really have any other news apart from cooking myself delicious things, getting annoyed at people, getting annoyed about the weather. and people's very weak mental attitudes. I just haven't got time for it, you know. But that's great because it's winter, time for hibernating. You can avoid people. There we go. Definitely going to get some chili flakes in these fritters today. And again, you know, it's winter. Feed yourself well, you know. If you're feeling a little poorly, or you do feel a little dip in your mood, maybe it's not just the lack of vitamin D and your poor mental attitude. Maybe you just need some good nutrition. Maybe you actually do need to roast yourself a whole big old bird on a Sunday. You feel so much better, you know. Just get a good bit of meat in your life. Cook yourself some decent food. You know, it's just amazing what bullshit people come up with to just live a life that is far less than what they could actually live, you know. I just think people actually really enjoy being miserable, which is sort of kind of sad, really. Yeah, don't understand it. Right, I'm going to get these little fritters laid out. These are my fritters, and this is what I do. I just put like a dollop on the baking tray and then just use the back of the spoon to flatten them out, just like that. It's so easy. Made a big tray of them. Didn't quite have room for those two, so we've got a couple of little rectangle ones. That's no trouble. Right, I've got my fritters in the oven. I usually put them in for like 20 minutes, but to be honest, my oven's a little, I don't know, it's just one of these little convection ones, so it's sort of a bit funny sometimes, so just put them in the oven if you want to make them and get them out when they're cooked. Just keep an eye on them. They don't take very long at all, it's just when they're like golden brown, you know, just try a bit. If it's cooked, it's cooked. If it's not, chuck it back in the oven. Yeah, cannot wait for these. I pretty much have these every morning for breakfast now. Absolutely love them. And the other thing, going back to doing a roast, if you roast a big bit of meat, you can make a really amazing bone broth. I did that with my duck, chucked the carcass in my slow cooker, left it cook for like a couple of days, and now I'm going to use that bone broth to cook my rice in to go with my curry. So it's just going to be such a nourishing, delicious meal tonight. So yeah, get a bird on the go on a Sunday, chuck her in the oven, and enjoy her for the rest of the week. And make some bone broth, because yeah, it's good stuff, especially this time of year. Right, I'm going to make a cup of tea and wait for my fritters to cook. There's the little beauties. Not long now. They are looking delicious. This is the rest of my little kitchen. My little cat over there. Fridge is down there. I've got to say, the kitchen is the thing that I am most enjoying since moving out of my van. So I've been in my flat for 3 months now, and yeah, the kitchen is hands down the best thing, even above the bathroom. Like, I will happily just go back to pissing and shitting in a bucket if I can still have a kitchen. I love it. I really love to cook, and it's nice to just have the space, and also to have a freezer. I found that saved me a bit of money, just because I can buy stuff when it's reduced, and where I like to like make stuff in bulk, it's just, you know, you can freeze it. And I kind of think if you're cooking one meal, you might as well cook 4 meals. It takes you exactly the same amount of time. So, you know, if I'm making a chili, I just make a shitload of chili, and then I've got chili for days, you know, or I can freeze it and then I've got some for like next week or whatever. So yeah, kitchen, absolutely loving it. I have had some days where I've been a bit missing my van, for sure. I feel like the freedom I really liked with the van. You could just sort of go anywhere, be anywhere, wake up in different places. So that I'm missing. And I think just like the wildness of it, I liked that I could just sort of be in quite remote and wild places, and that sort of suits me. But equally, I have enjoyed now being in a town. There's sort of more stuff going on, and I've been trying to work on that a bit, where I've been sort of feeling a bit like I've been missing the novelty of like being in different places. So I've been pushing myself to just go to like different classes, or to just in my like local community to just try different things, so then I can have that have that bit of excitement and have that novelty and newness, and just I just need that, I'm just somebody that I like to go to different places. I like to meet different people. So it's been good sort of trying to do that whilst stationary, whilst being in a flat. So that's been good, and it's been a good way for me to sort of get out and to like meet people in my community and try different things. So like yesterday I went to a circus workshop. It was amazing, best fun ever. Got to have a go on like a trapeze and everything. Yeah, it was wonderful. Actually, if you're in Cornwall, they're so called Circus. They're in based in Helston. I'll leave like a link in the description, because I really recommend them. Like if you just want to go and like play and do, literally run away with a circus for the afternoon, you can. So yeah, I absolutely loved that. It was just, yeah, amazing fun. So I think doing things like that has really helped me transition from like not living in a van. So just going to do fun things, meet new people. That's really helped. And also I find myself, I keep just getting rid of more and more stuff. I feel like every month that I've lived in my flat, I've got rid of like another bin bag of stuff. So when I lived in my van, obviously I didn't have a lot of stuff. I did have a lot of stuff stored in a storage lockup, because I thought, oh, one day I'm going to need that. Some of the stuff I have needed and it has been useful to have, or things that are precious to me that I didn't want to get rid of. But there's been a lot that I'm just like, I really don't need this anymore. And even stuff that I've like moved into my flat with me, and then I've had for like a couple of months, and I'm just like, I just really don't need this. So yeah, living in a van really does make you minimalize a lot. And I never thought I'd be a minimalistic person, but honestly, in like 10 years time, I could seriously see myself being one of those like really minimal people. It's just, I just love it. I love not having much stuff. And even now, even though there's not a huge amount of stuff in this flat, it's just a little studio flat, I haven't got room for loads of stuff, I still do feel like I've got a lot of stuff. So yeah, stuff. I just, kind of want it all gone. So yeah, that's been an eye-opener, definitely. I don't think there's been anything else though. It's, mainly just been the stuff. They're sort of feeling a little bit less free, but then equally when I've been feeling like that, like I said, I just sort of thought my way around it and just thought, well, how can I, get what I'm missing from my van in my sort of flat life. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been going out and about, and going to some new places and mixing with some new people. Boom, look at these bad boys. They smell absolutely delicious as well. I'm tempted next time to just do even more and just spread the whole tray with it, and then just cut them into little squares. But yeah, This is how I usually have my fritters for breakfast in the morning. Fritter, some nice creamy goat's cheese, and a bit of chicken thigh slapped on top. Boom. And obviously I'll leave a little bit of chicken on the side for my cat. I know it's not the most traditional breakfast, but I think a lot of traditional breakfasts are a load of bullshit. Why would you eat cereal for breakfast when you could be eating chicken? Anyway, I'm going to get on and eat this and drink my tea. Have a wonderful day, a joyous day. Don't be a miserable bastard. Have a great day, even if it's raining.